thanks for watching. Today's video is going to be a Colourpop haul and review video. So I recently placed a fairly large order on Colourpop. It was my first time ever ordering anything from their site. So I thought I would put together a full review, show you the products that I got, let you know if I think it is worth ordering from. So if you live in the United States, it is 100% worth ordering from because you get free shipping if you spend more than $50, which makes me wish that I lived in the United States. Then I remember Donald Trump and I am reminded of how much I love living in Canada. So there's a couple different things that I wanted to talk about. Of course, I will show you the products themselves, but I also wanted to touch on shipping. So if you live outside of the US like I do, you might end up paying a pretty hefty fee for shipping. While the products themselves are very affordable, very inexpensive, and a great value, shipping and US dollar conversion is where they get you. So I believe Colourpop did get rid of their flat rate shipping, which really sucks, and I don't know why they would do that. Because then basically the more you buy, the more you end up paying to have it shipped to you. So Claudia and I went in and we split an order. We ordered a bunch of stuff, thinking that splitting shipping would be much more affordable. Yeah, it really wasn't. So we had to pay about $30 for shipping, which is ridiculous in my experience. So not only did I have to pay $30 for shipping, but when the package was delivered to me, I had to pay another unexpected fee of $16 for delivery fee. Excuse me? So an order that would originally have costed myself, say, $60. Once the US dollar is converted to Canadian, because our dollar sucks right now, that's an extra like $30 right there. Plus $30 for shipping. Yeah, it really wasn't that inexpensive of an order. It was pretty pricey. That being said, negative shipping aside, I am super glad that I placed this order because I absolutely love everything that I got. This was really my first experience with Colourpop. I wasn't too sure what to expect. I didn't know if maybe it was just another very overhyped brand, but it's definitely worth the hype. The products are amazing, especially for the low price point. So let's get into what I picked up. So I got some goodies. The first thing I noticed was how absolutely adorable the box is. So I first tried two products. My cousin was ordering and she ordered me a Lippie pencil and a Lippie stick to try to see if I liked them. So the two products that I got from my cousin's order right before I placed this one were the Lippie stick and Lippie pencil in the shade Aquarius, which was the collaboration with Kathleen Lights. Not only am I an Aquarius, but I love Kathleen Lights. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, so couldn't resist. So the Aquarius Lippie Stick is a cream formula, so it's really nice and smooth. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's more of like a richer texture. If you're familiar with the MAC Cream Sheen lipsticks, it's kind of like that. As for the pencils, the formula is incredible. They are so insanely smooth. They just glide on your lips. I will be honest, they are a little bit more brown than I was expecting. Online, they looked a little bit more nude and not quite as like brown. I got Bound, which is a glossy formula. So it's a little bit thinner than the cream formula and it does have more of a sheen to it. This color is gorgeous. It's sort of a soft muted pink. Again, with a really nice sheen. This is a beautiful color for summertime. I also got the shade Contempo. This is a matte formula, so it's really nice and pigmented. Very smooth. One swipe gives you amazing color payoff. I was so shocked at the color payoff. And this is more of a sort of like dusty pink mauve color. Very popular and on-trend color right now. So as for the matte texture, I really don't find it super matte, which is a good thing for me. It is matte in the sense that it's not like shimmery or shiny or glossy. I also got the shade Frida, which is a satin. I personally think is sort of like a hybrid between the cream and the matte formula. So Frida is the color that I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's a really pretty warm pink and definitely my favorite out of the ones that I picked up. The last shade of the Lippie Stix that I got was Lumiere. So this is also a matte, and this is a super popular Colourpop shade, kind of similar to Contempo, but a little bit darker. Moving on to the Lippie Pencils, I picked up 4. I am a lip liner addict. Because my lips are small and uneven, I always feel like I need to have a lip liner just to kind of help make my lipstick application look a lot cleaner and more perfected. And Colourpop kills me because they have a lip liner to match every single Lippie Stix shade. So of course I had to get Frida. So I'm also wearing this on my lips. It matches perfectly with a Lippie Stick. Like I said, the formula is super smooth, very creamy. It glides right on your lips. The next shade that I got is Polite Society. This is a gorgeous color. This is probably my favorite lip liner out of all of them because it's a really beautiful pinky nude. I know, I have a thing for pinky nudes. I will never stop buying them. Never. The next color I got is the shade Rocket, which is a bright sort of corally pink. But the reason I chose this specific color is because it matches some colors I already own in my collection that I could not find a lip liner for. So I am super, super excited about this shade. It's a really fun, bright color to wear. And then the last shade that I got is the shade Julep. So Julep is a little bit darker than that Rocket shade. It's more of a sort of like a corally pinky red. So it's more like a pinky red. It's not super bright brick red. In some light you do see more of the red tones to it, but it's a very unique color, a really fun color to have. So of course I couldn't place a Colourpop order without getting some of the liquid lip products. Sadly, when I had placed my order, it was when they had their 10% off sale, so most of the colors I wanted were sold out. But I did get one Ultra Satin Lip and one Ultra Matte Lip. So the Ultra Matte Lip that I got is in the shade Solo, which is a beautiful kind of muted dusty pink. I am absolutely in love with this color. It is stunning, and like I said, I will never stop buying colors like this. So the formula of these ones here, I did hear a lot of mixed reviews. Personally, I like the formula. I like that it's thin and it spreads really easily on the lips. I do find that they are dry, of course. Pretty much all liquid lipsticks are drying on me though anyway. So you definitely need to make sure you have prepped your lips beforehand, like exfoliating and putting on a good coat of lip balm. Also, a lip primer will really help if you find you get a lot of lines in your lips like I do. I can wear these comfortably for a few hours before my lips start to feel really dry. When that happens, I usually just pop some lip balm over top or put a gloss on. But like I said, considering these are only like $5 or $8, you can't go wrong. I've heard that the formula does change depending on the color, so usually brighter colors can be a little bit more flaky and they peel much more easily. This particular color, Solo, I absolutely love and highly recommend. So the Ultra Satin Lip that I got is in the shade Echo Park. This is more of a like true nude. So this is definitely more of a pink tone. It's not a bright pink. It's not a super beigey nude. It's kind of right in between. It is kind of similar to Crush by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I definitely like the formula of the Ultra Satin better than the Ultra Matte. It's not glossy or shiny or anything. It does feel like a matte to me, but it's just more comfortable. So it's not quite as drying and it looks a bit smoother on the lips. Next products I definitely could not resist were eye products. So I picked up 3 of the Supershock shadows. So the first color that I got is the shade that I am wearing on my lids today. It's the shade Lovely. This one I knew without a doubt I had to have. It's a gorgeous sort of beigey, shimmery, soft gold, and it does have sparkle in it. The next shade that I got is the shade I Heart This. It's definitely more of a sort of taupey silver tone to it, but it does have sparkles as well. And the last shade that I got is the shade Fringe. So Fringe is the sort of Fringe is definitely the most kind of whitish silvery of the 3. As for the formula of the eyeshadows, I love them. If you are familiar with the MAC Electric Cool eyeshadows, it is very similar. It's kind of like a cream powder hybrid. It's kind of squishy to the touch. I find they are relatively long lasting on the eye. Of course, you want to make sure you have an eye primer underneath if you do get a little bit oily on your eyelids like I do. I find they apply best with your fingertips because it really just helps spread the product on evenly and get like the best pigmentation. If you would rather use a brush, definitely make sure you use a good like flat brush. Otherwise, the product will just kind of get lost in the bristles. If you loved the Electric Cool shadows like I did, I was obsessed with them, but those were limited edition. Definitely try the Colourpop ones because they are very similar. My only complaint with the eyeshadows, and I don't know if it's maybe just these ones in particular because they are the super like metallic sparkly ones, is I do get a bit of sparkle fallout onto my face. So if that is an issue for you, just do your eyes first before you do your face makeup. That way if you do get any sparkles, you can kind of just wipe them away. They're so easy to work with and apply. I love them. Last but not least, I definitely could not place an order without getting. So I got 2 of the Supershock cheek highlighters. The first one that I got is in the shade Smoke and Whistles. It's a pretty standard highlight color. It is sort of like a beigey champagne with a little bit more of like pink undertones to it. When I first looked at it, I thought, whoa, that looks way more pink than I thought, but on the skin it applies much more of like an icy, cooler highlight. The other shade that I got, which is the shade that I am wearing on my cheeks today, if you see that glow, I'm pretty sure outer space can see this glow, and I'm fine with that. The other shade is the shade Lunch Money. This is my favorite. I absolutely love it. This is more like a paler white gold. This is kind of like Champagne Pop's really pasty cousin, if that makes sense. So it's nice and pale. It's beautiful on fair skin. It just gives such a nice sheen and glow. The textures of these are a little different than what I was expecting. I was expecting them to be more of a powder, but they are more of that like cream hybrid texture that the eyeshadows are. They do feel a little bit more silky though. So like with the eyeshadows, I do find they apply best with your finger. You can definitely use a brush if you prefer, but I just found on myself personally when I used a brush, it didn't really pick up the product the best and it kind of just looked a bit more sparkly. So after I do like my concealer and foundation, before I do my bronzer and blush, I usually just take a little bit with my finger and just lightly tap and blend it into the skin. This makes your highlight like pop in, visible from outer space, signaling aliens kind of glow that we all strive for. So as for the longevity, they do last on my skin for at least a few hours before they kind of start to fade a little bit. That's really my only complaint. They do have a ton of shades though, which I really like. They really do have a shade to complement every skin tone. It's awesome. More brands need to be like that. My only complaint with packaging happens to be with the lip products. So I haven't used these that much. Like Solo, I only used a couple times, but the writing has completely worn off. So the Colourpop logo is pretty much gone, and the Ultra Satin Lip is starting to fade off as well. So after loving all of these products so much, I bit the bullet and I placed another order. Very excited to receive that. However, I placed the order on June 2nd. June 3rd, it was shipped to the Los Angeles USPS facility, where it proceeded to just disappear off the record for 7 days. So on June 10th, it said it arrived back at the USPS Los Angeles facility. Excuse me? So I did try to contact them, and I tried to contact USPS being like, what's going on? It's been like 2 weeks since I placed this order and it's not even in Canada yet. They did respond pretty promptly. They were very polite in their response, but really didn't help me out at all. They just said they're not sure what's going on. I'd have to contact USPS, which I already did. Shipping to Canada from Colourpop is an absolute joke and they really need to improve that. Just saying. But all that aside, I love the products. I really do. And the price point is so good. I don't know if I'll be placing another order. I mean, I say that I probably won't, but I'm a junkie. So my advice to you, if you are contemplating ordering from Colourpop, if you live in the US, absolutely do it. It is such a good deal, especially free shipping over $50. If you live in Canada or outside of the US, be prepared to pay some hefty fees for shipping and take forever to get your package. But once you receive your package, you're probably gonna love the products. I did also film a tutorial on this makeup look here using mainly Colourpop products, especially the eyeshadow, highlight, and lip products. That will be going up after this video, so definitely stay tuned for that. That is pretty much it. I hope it maybe helped you decide if you want to place your own order. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.